mayor, mayor, indict, indict, grand jury, grand jury, lavish, lavish, perk, perk, shambles, shambles, chancellor, chancellor. New York City Mayor Eric Adams was indicted by a federal grand jury in Manhattan of accepting more than $100,000 in lavish perks from foreign nationals and of secretly accepting illegal contributions to his 2021 campaign. Adams, 64, a former member of the New York Police Department, called the charges entirely false, based on lies, and said he would not resign despite rising calls to do so. But his administration is in shambles, with senior officials from the police commissioner, Edward Caban, who is tied to another federal investigation, to the school's chancellor, to the city's lawyer, all resigning recently. Illustrious, illustrious, megastar, megastar, swath, swath, ashore, ashore, snap, snap, escalation, escalation, barely, barely, fiery, fiery. Maggie Smith died at 89. She had an illustrious career, winning Oscars and Tonys, but maintained a relatively quiet life until Downton Abbey made her a megastar in her mid-70s. Hurricane Helene destroyed large swaths of the southeast. Helene crashed ashore overnight as a powerful Category 4 storm, bringing tree-snapping winds and devastating flooding to much of the southeast. At least 41 people have been reported dead across 4 states, though officials said that toll would likely rise. Hezbollah confirmed the death of its longtime leader, Hassan Nasrallah, in an Israeli airstrike, a major escalation of Israel's campaign against the Iran-backed group. The strike came barely an hour after the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, delivered a fiery address to the UN General Assembly. Dockworker, dockworker. Represent, represent. Hospice, hospice. Distinction, distinction. Legacy admissions, legacy admissions. Applicant, applicant. Ballistic, ballistic. Bomb shelter, bomb shelter. Likelihood, likelihood. All out, all out. Thousands of dock workers on the East and Gulf Coast went on strike. The action cut off most trade through some of the busiest ports in the U.S. The Dock Workers Union, which represents around 45,000 workers and port employers, have been unable to agree upon wage increases and the use of automation. The strike could hurt the economy quickly. The U.S. imports bananas, car parts, cotton, wood, and many other goods through the affected ports. Jimmy Carter, who has been in hospice since last year, turns 100 today. He's the longest living president in U.S. history. Carter holds another less noticed distinction. He has written 20 best-selling books, far more than any other modern president. California banned private universities from using legacy admissions, which gives special consideration to applicants with connections to a school. Public schools there have banned them for decades. Iran fired roughly 180 ballistic missiles at Israel today, forcing millions of Israelis into bomb shelters and raising the likelihood of an all-out conflict between two of the most powerful militaries in the Middle East. Oil prices climbed after Iran's attack.